So let's see how we can go ahead and create a planner like this one over here. So you can see I'm sharing my screen with you. This is what we call a planner interior. And basically this planner is with bleed on the interior because we have some photos over here. You can see the photos of these flowers. So this is a planner for year 2022 and as well as year 2023. So if I go to page number 45, you can see that this is also for 2023. So this is a 2-year planner, weekly planner. Obviously, I have a cover for this planner, but it looks poor and it does not really show the text over here. So I named the planner Celebrate Birthday. Now, this is just because I wanted to test with KDP and see if my book will be approved, just to make sure that I got all the dimensions right. And obviously, I'm going to go ahead right now and create our planner. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create this. We're going to create the interior of the planner. So I want you to head to Canva. So let's go to Canva. I'm just going to click here, search for Canva. And let's go to Canva, guys. Now, Canva, this is the software. Now, we're only going to be using the free version of Canva, not something fancy. So what I want you to do is click Create the Design, click on Custom Size, and then enter these dimensions because our interior is with bleed. First of all, I want to set this up to inches. So I'm just going to delete these. Set this up to 106.125, and as far as the height is concerned, 9.25 because we have bleed. And so I'm going to click Create Design. Now, let's get to work, guys. Now, in order for us to create something that looks like this, well, first of all, we're going to have to add this, something that looks like this. Of course, we're not going to have flowers on that because flowers, we are the ones that are going to add flowers. So let's search for calendar 2022. The first calendar is 2022, all right? And so let's, for example, pick this calendar over here that I just happen to like. Now you can pick any calendar. And on the next page, what I want you to do is, for example, let's first of all search for calendar 2023. And let's, for example, say that we like, I don't know, most of these are pro versions and I just want to grab this one. All right, so we have two different calendars. Both of them look the same. The only difference is that this one is calendar 22, this one is calendar 23, and that's exactly what we want. And so what I want to do over here, I'm just going to go ahead and change the fonts. I'm going to change this to Collective. All right, so this is the font that I chose for this, and I'm going to select all of these, and let's see if it works. I'm going to make these black. So instead of, first of all, instead of this, I want to make it Collective. Change the font to Collective. It's going to take a little bit of time because I've selected everything. And so Canva is going to be a little slow on you. Here, let's click Change All. And basically everything, the font for everything contained inside is going to change. Now, if I zoom in a little bit and if I click here, you can see that there are some colors over there. It's not black. It's definitely not black. It's a color that looks like black, but it's not black. And so I want to grab this and I want to go here. And instead of this color, I want to pick the black color. I want to make everything black. And so if I uncheck those, you can see that everything now turned black. Now, the only issue is these. We don't want them to be black. So I'm going to go ahead and select these. And I'm going to choose this color, the original color, and I'm going to grab these as well and pick the original color, and I'm going to repeat that for basically the rest of them. So I'm just going to click those and I'm going to click Control and click those as well. Now I can't. It happens that I can't, so I'm just going to have to do it like this. I'm going to click the color, change this, because as you can see, when we change the color to black, the text stopped appearing. And so in order not to waste any more time, what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna delete this page or delete this calendar. I'm gonna duplicate this one And instead of calendar 2022, I'm going to say calendar 2023. All right, so calendar 2023 to gain some time. Now, obviously, in a year, we have 60 or 53, I guess, 53 weeks in a year. So we're going to have to go ahead and add planners for 60 or for 53 not years, weeks. All right, 53 weeks. So that's what I'm going to do now. Now, you can add a page from here. And what I want you to do, guys, I want you to click the grid view because this allows you to see like this. Let's uncheck it for a second. And let's first of all, before we click the grid view, I want you to select this page and go to templates and search for calendar or planner, weekly planner. Now, we have a lot of choices of weekly planners that you can use, most of whom are not free. They are pro. For example, this one is pro. This one is pro. This one is pro. So you can see that all the pro versions are quite a bit different. Not that much different, but a bit different. But, you know, I'm just going to choose this one over here that I happen to like. And I'm going to take the background off. So the background, I'm going to just delete it. I'm just going to click the background and delete it. I'm going to zoom out or zoom away. And what I want to do, I want to select the entire thing and change the fonts, basically. So yeah, I'm just going to have to do it again. And I'm going to come here. First of all, the color, I want to make everything dark, not dark. Well, let's just keep it there because, well, let's just keep it like that. And this one is what I want to change. No, this is the one. Let's click this one. And let's change it and see if it works. Yes, it works. Now it's fine. And what I want to do, I want to click the font. And instead of that font that exists, I want to choose collective. And we are set. Now, it still is not, it still is not definitely complete. So what I want to do now, let's go to elements and let us search for some flower designs. Now, I already have these flowers that I searched for and they appear over here. So if you want to find flower designs, just search for flower design. And for example, if you want flowers in black and white, search for flowers in black and white. As it happens, I want to make my flowers colored. So what I want to do, I want to click elements again, and I already have these that I used from prior. And I want to take them, I want to use them. So I'm just going to make it bigger a little bit, drag it to the top, up here. I'm going to take it from this side like this because I want it to be like this. And yeah, so this one is better looking. Well, particularly I want to need to make it a little bigger. I want to click it and drag it over here to the side. Now it looks much better. And so what I want to do with this, I want to duplicate it and I'm going to take this to the top of the planner. And instead of this position, I want to drag it like this, something like this. I want to take it down over here, make it a little small, like this. All right, so, well, you know what? I think I'll do it something like this. And I want to take it to the top, maybe like this. Yep, this sounds good. And yeah, this sounds pretty fantastic now. And so I would like to do the same for the bottom of the calendar. So I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to take it down a little bit and I want to do like this. And yeah, so I'll take it down and I want it to be in this position over here. And so, yeah, this is pretty fine now. So, well, all right. So now let's go ahead to this calendar. And for this calendar, I'm going to use a different type of flowers. I'm going to click the calendar and perhaps I'm going to use this flower. So I'm going to click on it and I want to add it at the top. But you can see that I would need to rotate this a little bit and I'm going to make it something like this. And I'm going to take the same flower to have consistency, and I want to put it on this side. Put it here, but only drag and drop it like this. And I want to do something like this with it. All right, so perfect now. Okay. Yep, so we have our planners ready. Now, what I want to do is for the weekly planner of the next year, I want to make it a different weekly planner than this one over here. So I'm just going to go here to this page, create a new page, go to templates, and we already have the planners over here. So let's select something entirely different than the other planner. Now, I need to tell you that you need to be careful with your choices of the planners, because let's say, for example, that you pick this planner over here, even though it is free, but it has so many colors. It has so many colors and the consistency and the complexity to it. And so this will definitely add more to the cost. All right, it will add more to the cost, and so you don't want that. Now, let's, for example, assume that you want to use it and that you liked it, but just make sure that you are willing to sacrifice a lot of your royalty, because even if you price a book like this at $15, you'd still get something like a $2 royalty or less. And besides that, customers would not really be willing to putting $15 to buy something like this. So make sure that you are using very simple designs. Make sure that most colors are black, right? And so I'm going to go with, for instance, scroll to the top. I think I'm going to go with this planner right here. And what I want to do, I want to zoom in a little bit. I want to take this background because I don't want it. Like I said, we don't want a lot of colors in there. And I'm going to take this, and instead of these colors, I'm going to start changing them. So for example, this one is brown. All right, so I'm going to take this. Maybe just leave that like this. Click this one, just leave it like that. And yeah, so you can see over here. Okay, so yep. So if we select these, we have the colors. Let's say I want to change this to black, change the text to black, and let's change also the font. So let's select all of these and go to fonts, and instead of that font that exists, we're going to select collective. Now, this stuff, we're going to have to make sure that it appears quite good. Well, it appears quite good. And so now we have our template for the interior ready. You can see that images are bleeding out, and that's what we want because this is an interior with bleed. And so the last thing that we need to do is I'm going to go to elements, pick a flower. All right, so for example, I think this one will do. And so I'm going to take this one and I want to place it. For example, right here, rotate it maybe a little bit, get it down to the top. Right now, perfect. Duplicate it, and then take it here, rotate this as well, and put it right here maybe. All right. Rotate it a little bit more. So we're just tweaking stuff. You can see that this is a pretty simple process here. So we have our second weekly planner ready. And so what I want to do, I want to scale this. So I want to make this a 110 pages book. Now, what we want to do, we want to click the grid view. Now we have the grid view. And so what you want to do, you want to tick this and just click on it. And then obviously click duplicate over here. And then we're going to create 2 duplicates. Then we're going to take 4 and create a duplicate. And then I'm going to take 2 others. Right, so how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, this is an empty page, I guess. This is an empty page, right? So I want to delete this page because it's empty. Let's take this box 4 times. Make sure you're clicking on Control and duplicate this. Yep, we have them duplicated. Let's click this one 2 times, and then let's duplicate it. And then what I want to do next is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have our 10. So I want to tick all of these boxes. tick this box, tick this box, tick this box. So we have 10 boxes ticked right now. And so make sure you click Control and click on duplicate. So we're going to duplicate 10 the first time, then 10 the second time. Now we have 30. Now if we duplicate 10 more pages, now we have 40. If we duplicate 10 more other pages, now we have 50. And so now we have our 50 pages. What I want to do, because the week or the year has 53 weeks, so I'm just going to click duplicate another 3. I'm going to check these, this one and this one and this one, and I'm going to duplicate it. And so right now we have 53. Now let's move and do the same thing for the other planner. Let's take this planner and just duplicate this. And basically we're going to click on it another time and then duplicate it. And then we're going to click on these 2 times again and then duplicate. And then what I want to do, I want to just click over here, for example, and duplicate 2, which makes it 10 now. So we have 10. And what I want to do is I want to tick the 10 boxes. Make sure you're clicking on Control when you're doing this. And so right now we have 10 boxes. So let's duplicate them the first time, makes it 20. If I click duplicate the second time, it makes it 30. If I click duplicate the fourth time, it makes it 40. Now the third time makes it 40. The fourth time makes it 50. All right, so if I scroll down, you can see that we have 105 pages. Now there are still 3 more to go. And yep, so let's tick these 3. Let's duplicate them. Now we have all our pages. And because I want to make this book 110 pages, let's go and look for a template of a thank you page, for example, or something like that. Thank you calendar or something like that. Let's look for something and maybe add it. All right, so we have these thank you pages. So I want to add this one over here. I want to add a page, and I want to add, for example, this design I like for this. And I want to add another page right here. So on the in the middle, so I'm just gonna click the grid view because this is better, and scroll down to the bottom a little bit where the next planner starts, and then we're gonna add a thank you page for that particular planner, for the first planner. Now where does the first planner stop and the second planner starts? We're gonna click in the middle, add a page. You can see that it is a blank page. Click on the page, go to templates, and then let's, for example, select this one over here. Or I think we already have selected this one for the first one, so I'm just gonna go back, and instead of this, I think I like this one right here. Now you can take the background off of it if you want to. You can take the background off of the image. Let's take the backgrounds. I think this one is better. And I scroll down to the last one. Where's the last one? You have to, get used to it, because on Canva, things can get a little bit more, I would say, messy, and it can get slow because of the amount of pages. You can see here that just for detail, this one is not placed the way we want it, so I'm just going to place it because we have a journal with bleed. I want to make it a little bigger, and I want to take this one, place it down, make it just a little bigger, and I don't want those. I don't want those. And maybe if I click this, make it a little darker because this color does not really show pretty much very well. Now, all right, so yep, I think we're set. So what I want to do right now is I want to download this. So let's go ahead. First of all, let's name the template. So we're going to name our calendar, name it something like 2022, 2023, happy year calendar. And let's enter the size of the calendar as well. 6.125 by 9.25 inches. And basically, let's just click this and let's go to share. Click on download. You can see over here that this is in PNG format and we don't want that. I want you to check the PDF print, which is the best one for printing. You can see that we have 110 pages. Now you can basically select as many pages as you want. So if you want to select all the pages, you can do so. If you want to trim down, for example, and select just specific pages, you can do so as well. I highly recommend you to flatten the PDF. And if you want to know why we flattened the PDF, you can go to a certain lecture where I talk about why flattening the PDF is better. And I don't want to get into that because that's quite technical. Here, I think this one has a watermark because it's not free. So 2 premium images. I don't know why these are premium images, man. Okay, so what I want to do, you know what? I'm going to scroll down, click the grid form, and I want to go to these supposedly premium images. Scroll down to the bottom, and this one right here, I think this is what they said was premium. So I'm going to click this, and I'm going to change them, you know, but I don't know. I mean, they don't appear premium to me. I don't know why. So I'm just going to delete this and add my own thank you. So I'm going to go and add a text, add a heading, and instead of, not a heading, but just a subheading, and I'm going to remove the heading. And instead of this, I'm saying something like, thank you. Well, thank you. I'll make it, for example, a size 50, and I'll drag and drop it in the middle. It's perfectly in the middle, and I'm going to go and check for, let's say, a finger paint one. So this one is better, and I want to scroll to the top where the other one is, the other thank you is. I guess it was at page 54 or something like that. So let's go to page 54, 55 and see. So 54, yeah, 55. This one, let's click on it, and basically let's go to the view, and I don't think this one has any watermark. So let's go ahead and try to download our file now. Hopefully it will download. Now this is what you get when you only work with the free version of Canva. We have one premium image. Where is it? One premium image. Where is this premium image? I think I'm gonna delete this one, you know, because it's really making me nervous right now, and I'm just gonna keep it like that. And I want to go to the bottom. I want to duplicate this page and take it to the top. So click on the other view, and let's take the last one, this one right here. I'm going to click on it, I'm going to duplicate it, and I want to drag and drop it in the middle of the thing. So it was at page 55, I guess, so it should be between page 54 and 55 now. So here is where I need to put it. Now here is where I need to put it, behind those two, or in between those two. So yep, it was put between them. So now let's go ahead and try to download our file. Let's click PDF print, flatten PDF. Now I don't know where that premium image comes from, you know. There is a premium image. I don't know where is it. Click. Let's see where that premium image is. So I'm just going to pause the video and try to find where that premium image is at. And guys, please make sure that the images you're using are not premium, because you can end up with such a problem. And in order not to make this video any longer, I already have this template over here. So you can just go ahead, if you have all images, if your images are all free, then you can just go ahead and basically just download your planner. Normally, make sure you flatten the PDF. So I'm just going to use this one as my planner, because I don't want to waste any more time trying to figure out what is this problem. And so in the next video, I'm going to show you how to create the cover for your planner. So stay with me. In the next video, I'll show you how to create a cover. Certainly, it's going to be better than this one. And in the video after that, I'm going to show you how you can upload it to KDP with no problems.